Hello, it's Debbie from Australia and I'm here today with my October 2023 cross stitch update. Welcome if you are a returning subscriber, and if you've stumbled across my channel, I hope you find a project that you'd be interested in seeing through to the finish. This month, only one finish. I did have 3 starts and I worked on 16 whips for the month and had 25,562 stitches. So we'll start as usual with the finishes. I finally finished the last of the magical mystery tools from Blackbird Designs. There were 6 in this series. And there it is, all done. This was done on 40 count Cadet Blue from number 12 Stitch Co. And I have so I'll quickly flash through them. Yellow Submarine, Octopus's Garden. Blackbird Design was on granite. They're all done on 40 count granite from Zweigard, as was Long and Winding Road. Oh, don't do that. And the last 2 is on a Next Due Design, and I'm sorry, if you really need to know, let me know and I can dig it out because the tag isn't still in the fabric. There we've got Strawberry Fields and Eleanor Rigby. I will be putting those on different size canvases and hopefully forming a rectangle or a square. We're going to see if I can be good at geography, goodness gracious, maths and getting it all together. But I hope to get them into one piece when I'm finished. We'll see how that goes. Starts. I had 3 starts. I can only show you 2 because one is Christmas Stitching for Friends. The first one, I have always loved the American flag pattern that has the names of the states in the stripes. Always thought it was beautiful. Thought there's not much point me doing it when I'm not American, but I've always loved that pattern. I found an Australian flag on Vivsters on Etsy, and I absolutely love it. Now this is version 1. Version 2, instead of stars, they have snowflakes, large snowflakes, but I wanted it more like a flag. I'm doing this on 22 count hand hanger fabric because I didn't want it too large. I think I've got about 2 or 4 more rows or diamonds to go on the side yet. Tried to get a lot of the sectional stuff done. I started this on the 24th of October and I really, really love it, and it is coming out beautifully. Come on. I'm not quite sure what's happening. Give me 2 secs. Okay, that is where I'm up to. And that is the comparison to where I'm up to and the finished fabric. Now I have been having trouble, decided to play games, come good, been having trouble with the transition button. I got about halfway through and had to try again. I think they've had an update and I just haven't worked out how to get back to what I prefer. Anyway, second new start was Mario Christmas. Cute pattern, no back stitch, very basic. It's been fun to do. I'm doing it on 18 count Aida. The pattern is from Choco Stitch on Etsy. It's very cute. I've got a fair way to go. See if it's going to play games. That is where I'm up to. And that is in comparison with the rest of the pattern. Next, we have beautiful stitches. I have put an extra light on my left hand side to try and bring these up. I'm completing perfect squares with Anne, who is at Hooks, HOOKES on Instagram, and Kelly from Animal Instinct on Flosstube. Anne talked us into doing this, and we're really enjoying it. I might have used a few, not quite swear words, but a bit of language when I was working on this one. The last square had me a bit confused, but it's beautiful. I mean, it is just so different. This is Beautiful Stitches from Anne-Marie Andersen-Mayes. It's on 24 count blue Congress cloth. I started on the 13th of September, and there's 2 more drops. The third drop is out, which will be the last three squares to make up the square, and then the final drop is all the little ones in the middle. Now what I've done, because I could never get the colours showing, this is before and after. This is where I'm up to with the pattern, and as you can see, you pick your own threads and you can make it look any way you like. There are so many variations on the Facebook page, and they are all beautiful. Now hopefully, yes, here we go. That is square 1. And it's showing all the stitches and stitches over stitches, and it's just amazing how she gets it to just look beautiful. Block 2, block 3, and I haven't mentioned, but the beads aren't on it yet. The beads come later. Block 4, block 5, and the biggest of them all, block 6. Now that's got stitches on stitches on stitches, and it is layered, and it is truly quite beautiful. It really is quite beautiful, and that is where I'm up to at the moment. Next whip is B from Lorna, Laine, charted by Gecko, Rouge. This was a Kelly from Animal Instincts. She made me do this. I only took one look at hers. She hadn't finished it yet, but I had to get it. I love it. That is where I'm up to. I think I'm 60-something% on this one now. Now this is where earlier the machine decided not to play. Let's see if it's going to. And of course, why wouldn't it? Ah, my stars. Okay. Nope, we're having a bit of technical issues here, and I'm nowhere near my son. Oh no, don't do this. There we go. Okay, before and after. After and against the finished project. So it's getting there. It's getting there. Of course the black in the background isn't there, but it's getting there. I'm looking forward to finishing this one. I'm also looking forward to trying to keep this transitionally. Luckily I haven't got a lot this month. I did a lot on a number of projects. Next we have Christmas Elegance. Oh, that other light plays on this because it's an actual photo. She is beautiful. She's not going to come into focus, there's too many light sources. Still on the key steps because she's got work to be done. I am hoping this will be a finish this month. I've said it before, so we'll see if it happens. If I pull her in, the beads, and you probably can't even see that this bit here, nope, here, it's beads, it's all beads. Lots and lots and lots of beads, and as you can see all through the couch there's still beads, and there's still beads, all the blanks except for skin, all up for a bonnet or all hood or beads. So her ear, that's an earring, so I've got the one over one skin to finish on her neck, and then the beading, and she's done. She's lovely. This is being done on 32 count Shimmering Azure from Under the Sea Fabrics, and I started it on the 23rd of August 2021. Please. Ooh. That's before and after. So she's close. I did a lot of skin. I did more skin on her this sort of month. That is after and to the finished project, so she's getting very close, and I'm really looking forward to that one. It'd be lovely to have it. No, come back. Lovely to have it ready for Christmas. I might just make it May. Next is a favourite. This will be finished by the end of the year. This is Leeds House Sampler from Rosewood Mena. Everything cord floor, threads, fabric, the works. I got it fully out this month. There's where I'm up to. So I've only really got there's a little bit of stitching here, and then of course the matching corner over here. Yeah, a bit of stitching here as well, but then that centerpiece is done, and that's words, and we all know words can go quite fast. So between this month and next month, it will be finished by the 30th of June, the 31st of December. I started this, like I said, well, it's my new year, new start for 1/1/23, and it's on 28 count Helix from Picture This Plus, using sulky threads, SULKY threads, and it's beautiful. The greens, the blues, I think there's 4 blues, 1 variegated. There's 2 greens, 1 variegated. 1 thread, it's just very easy stitching. Before and after. So I've got a little bit done this month. And after, with the finished project. So you can see you've got that border around the bottom and then the words, so I'm hoping it won't take as long. But we all hope that, don't we? We'll see. It's got to be finished by the end of the year. They're just the rules. So that's what I aim for. Oh yes, it's alright. Don't know my alphabet. Next I have, and I think this time it's the closest of the photos got to the actual fabric. This is Queen Mermaid, the Queen Mermaid from Mirabilia. This was gifted to me. The beads and the pattern by Kelly from Animal Instinct. And it was my birthday start, and that fabric, even with that extra light, is nowhere near what it is. It is more jade. This is showing so blue, and I've even got the natural light on my right and the other light on my left, and she's still showing blue. I don't know how. Oh, not to worry, not to worry. She's lovely. She looks alright on the blue anyway. So I'm coming up to the head and hair. All the bottom half is done. Her arms are done. Before and after, and that is closer to the colour of the fabric. It is a greeny tealy blue. It is actually called Jade. If we be truthful, 38 Jade, Count Jade from Colour Cascades, which no longer operates. And after, in the finished project, so you can see I'm coming up to a face, the little purse she's holding in her arms, and then all the beads, which is coming along nicely. Next is quilts. This was a gift, another birthday gift from the previous year from Anne, who is at Hooks on Instagram. I love it. I love it. I saw her finished project on Country Mocha, as we call it. And I am using 40 count caramel from Whoopsie Daisy. Finished. I think there might be one more colour in there. And that's almost halfway, you'll see in a minute. A lot of colours. That border is just made up of all different colour triangles. And as Anne said, I'm doing sort of the thin border in the section, all the way along, just to try and, once you've got the thread out. And as Anne advised, when you've got the colour on the thread, do as many of those triangles as you can. If you just did it, you'd just go mad, because they're just so random. There's not a repetitive notion going on. Fabric is a little darker. Look at the horses and the men, the dogs, the chicken. Love the chickens. Little chubby little chickens going in that bottom half. Bigger chooks up the top. No, Darce, you're right. Before and after. I did the trees up the top for a challenge because I needed to work on trees. You can see I went back down to the bottom, the next two sections below, and I'm maybe one colour shy of finishing those sections. And where I'm up to the rest of the pattern. So you can see I've got the small hearts and the houses where the trees are, and then the stars, and then the top section. So I've been trying to work, the small pattern and the panel as I go along. Okay, now, oh no, two more. Next whip I worked on is the red Mermaid from RTO. It's another very intense one. The fabric, my fabric is not as dark as the cord-foil fabric, and you can still hardly see. So you really have to go up close to see some of the stitches. There's all stitches behind the back, and you can hardly tell. Well, here is mine, and like I said, my fabric's lighter. Whoops, there's some all down the bottom. There's even some here, or you can see all the brown in there. But she's coming along lovely. You've sort of got to get very close. You probably won't need to, but a lot of it's done in one thread, which can make it very, I'm pretty sure the brown is in one thread. And sometimes it's one thread full cross, other times it's one thread two cross. But it's going to look lovely when she's done. That is being done on Sorcerer, 36 count. Going from Colour Cascade fabrics, but like I said, no longer in business. That's before and after. So I worked on her bottom coming up to her knee. I'm leaving the hair till last because I think, I might be wrong, I'm hoping it's going to be a lot easier than the bottom, so I thought I'd do all the hard stuff first, where I'm up to, and the rest of the patterns, you can see there's still a lot of work to be done in that bottom section. But like I said, if I can get that done, I think I'll be happier than working up the top where you've got, you know, it's thicker, it's together, and you've got that beautiful hair to work on. Last whip I have is Winter Quaker. It's hard to believe that fabric is the same fabric I'm using, Dwarf from Picture This Plus. This again is from Rosewood Mena, and that is where I'm up to. Probably got that top first panel coming across. Minus a lot of snowflakes yet to go. There's lots of snowflakes in there, all different types of snowflakes. This is being done on 40 count Dwarf, and I started on the 6th of the 7th, 22. I have got before and the bottoms after. Now, what I learnt, especially from this photo, is you don't put, with my shot box that my son got me, my son and his girlfriend got me, I didn't use a flash on the top photo, but I forgot and used it on the bottom photo. Top photo is the colour of the fabric, so you can see how the flash with the photo box actually pulled it out. But I'm learning. As always, learning. That is where I'm up to compared to what I have to go. I've got a lot to go, and there's a lot of white stitching, which is, again, I'm trying to do as I go along because I don't want to leave it till last. I'm looking forward to doing my first little cardinal. I love the little cardinals, but we're getting there. So that are all my starts, finishes and whips. Okay, purchases. Just a couple. Firstly, quite a while ago, I think I mentioned Anne at Hooks on Instagram. She was at her guild's fair show display, and there was a big box of threads that, you know, they'd had there for quite a while. They started to get rid of it, decided that, you know, they'd sell them off. At the end of the day, Anne said, look, you know, how much do you want for the rest of the box? I've got a friend who would like it. They gave a price, I paid it. Come on. And I tell you, there was a lot of threads in that box. So I definitely got the deal. Anyway, there was a lot of anchor threads in that box. So I sent away to, let's go to C3, come on, please. Come on. Her details will be below. I don't know why all of a sudden it's not going to. There we go. Series 3 on Etsy. Beautiful little stickers. Look at the stickers. Needle and an unpick. Little girl with a needle. But what I was after, and she's got several designs. I wanted the yellow stickers. Hey, shh. I wanted the yellow stickers so it was clearly identified that they were not, don't do that, mate, that they were not DMC, so I knew the difference of them. Nothing against them, just so I could tell the colours apart. But you could get several styles. It took a while to get here, but she kept checking with me, and she was quite concerned. And I had to say, look, it's not you. Qantas parcel delivery section in our Sydney airport crashed, and it was down for quite some time. So it did take a while to get here, but no fault of her own. It got to Sydney pretty quick. I think it took 2 weeks to get from Sydney to me. So I think being a smaller package, it would have got on the back. She did actually include a free pattern. I won't bring it up close because it is the pattern, but it's a little bee skip, and I'm going to have to do it because I think it's beautiful. So I'll show you that at a later date. You going to come up? No. I got some happy mail from Mel down at Patchy Pony on Flosstube. She sent me a couple of patterns that she received in packs that she thought I'd like. This is a lovely embroidery one. And then this one is from Caroline Manning, and it's called Blossom. And Mel's done it, Mel's done it, and she used the little doilies in it. The pattern actually has cross-stitch stitches in place of that if you don't want to use those. But I'm pretty sure I won't have any issue crocheting up a few of those. And if they come up as easily, I'm pretty easy, they're going to be easy enough to do. I might do some extras, and when I'm finished with it, give it away, and someone else can do the same pattern because it's lovely. Other than that, standard threads, ocean oilcloth, no idea, Old Glory, olive onyx, oak fen, no, I'm going to try that one. You can see it right there. Beautiful colours. I'm coming to the end of my classic colourworks. Hello, no show without punch. Classic colourworks. So up to S's for there, so they're not far away. And I'll have the full set here right there. Just help yourself. And this is the one, I think there's only 7 to go in Gentle Arts. No, you can't go out that window. So that'll be finished, and I'll have the full collection, which will be great. Come here. You can't climb that curtain, please. Now you've knocked things down. I don't know what it was. You can say a quick hello. So very naughty boy, like my own way. But hop down. No, thank you very much. I don't need that. Hop down. I've got one last thing to show you that I bought off Stash Unload. And for me, it's going to be a lifesaver. This was put on like Stash Unload. I think it was like 40 Australian dollars. And I thought, yes, please. And the lady said to me, it's yours, but I don't know how much it's going to cost for postage. I'm in Canberra. I said, well, I'll be in Canberra tomorrow. I said we could meet somewhere, or I could pick it up. And we went. I had a great time because she had, she was quite concerned because I was in black, but she had 3 beautiful golden, I think they might have been golden Labradors. But I said I didn't care. I wasn't worried about animals. In fur, dust. You're right there, mate. Don't be naughty again. But what this is, I'll show you. You can take it to retreats and so forth. You open it up, and you can have your work on the frame, and it comes out. Original instructions are in there. You can easily, just by sliding sideways, take the lid off, or you can fold it back on the table, whatever you like. But what works for me is when I go to my daughter's place, they've upgraded their dining table, and it's got a beautiful thick top on it, but I can no longer put the travelling Lowry stand, like tabletop stand, on it. This now sits on the arm of the chair of the lounge, the base. I can put my Q-snap sitting on there, get my hands behind it, and I stitched merrily for 2 nights and thought this is the best thing since sliced bread. You can fit your bits and pieces in the bottom, so you can get a fair bit in there. Whether I'll actually ever put anything on there's no reason why I couldn't put anything on the stand. But for me, when I go to my daughter's place, I can sit, you know, amongst the kids and not sort of stitch out of the way or try and do it in hand with the Q stem. I'm not good with that. I need it to sort of lean on something. But I was so pleased, and she was such a lovely, lovely lady. And that just slides back on. It is lightweight. It is beautiful. We can't see that my daughter had a look on Google. We can't find that the company's still going, but absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And it's going to be great for me, because if I'm not sure, like if I go away for work or anything, and I'm not sure whether there'll be a table I can connect on, that can be sitting on the bed and I can easily just sit there and stitch, so I'm happy. Like I said, quick one this month. I'm hoping it's quick. Yep, I think it's only half an hour. Okay, stats for the month. As I said, 25,562 for October. Brings me up to 270,443 for the year. I bought over 26 whips from 1922, yeah. I've had 37 starts. I've had 31 finishes. And I think this is maybe the highest for the year, where I've had 32 on the roll. But beautiful stitches will be finished before the end of the year. Leeds sampler will be finished before the end of the year. Christmas Elegance will be done before the end of the year, and I think at least 2 others may get done before the end of the year. So not to mention, I've had a start and a finish this month. I've got 3 more starts to do for Christmas gifts. I don't think I'll be starting any other projects this month. So yeah, I hopefully I'd settle for under 30 to carry over in the new year. We'll see how we go. Doesn't really matter, they'll get done in the end. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you are all well. I will see you next month. I will try and get in early again. It makes it easier in the long run. Take care and see you later. Thank you. Bye.